Clough has you on his radar. What was the reticence? What was the 2 weeks about?
It wasn't about the football, because the football, as far as I was concerned, was the be-all and end-all. But there was just he asked me to take a drop in wages to go from Birmingham to come to, Nottingham Forest, and I was saying to him, why would I take a drop in wages when I could just stay where I was? And then we was thrown backwards and forwards. So in the end, we agreed, basically. So he would argue over £5. Anyway, I was negotiating and asked for 180, and he said, right, I'll have a think about it and I'll come back to you. And then when I found out that Robbo, Viv Anderson, Woody, John McGowan, they all got £200 a week. So I thought, I shot myself in the foot here. Yes. I said, but that's the way you are. Well, we didn't have agents in them days. No. So the argument was, he offered me 170, I asked for 180. He wouldn't compromise. Then he said to me, he asked me to put in a transfer request. So I said to them, well, it's not going to resolve this, is it? So I ended up putting in a transfer request, and he just said to me, right, you can go. So when I went to speak with Ron Saunders, and I had 4 clubs at the time, all vying for my signature, and one of them was my hometown club, Everton. So
that must have been very appealing, because they were a very good side then too.
Well, Everton have always been this sort of club that's, when I watched them, the likes of the Golden Vision, Alec Young and all these players, like I was speaking about Alec Parker, they always had good players, and they always had entertaining football at the time. And of course, pulling on the heartstrings, and my wife was saying, going back to Liverpool, living in Liverpool, or whatever the case may be. So I went to speak with a manager called Gordon Lee at the time. And I remember telling my father said, can I come with you? And I said, well, no, you can't come with me, but I'll pick you up afterwards and we'll go for the coffee or that. So what I wanted to find out is that I wanted to find out what their ambitions was, and when I went to Everton, Gordon Lee said to me, he said, oh, we'll have to wait for the chairman to come in. I said, why does he pick the team? Does he know the tactics? Does he know? He said, oh no, why? I said, because I want to know. That's what I want to know. I want to know where my role is, Anyway, he reeled off all these players that they were selling. They were selling 6 players. Bob Latchford had just gone. So he was selling 6 players. So I said to him, well, who are you going to buy if you're getting rid of 6 players? Because they're first team players. So he said, oh, we'll get you, and then we'll get a couple of Peter Eastoe, who I used to play with at Wolves. And I thought to myself, he ain't got a cat nail's chance, My personal point of view, I think they were broken up too early. Yeah. I think we had some very mature players, and we should have done and we started to do it, but they just done it too early. What they should have done is just kept the team together and then replaced a little bit at a time. And unfortunately, we didn't. We replaced too early, too soon. And I always remember Doug saying to me, he said, I'll give you another 1-year contract. So I was 33 at the time. And I said to him, no, I can play for another 2 or 3. He said, no, your knee's a bit dodgy and one thing and another. I just remind you now, Doug, I finished my last game at 39.